In the previous video, you downloaded MOEAFramework and then looked at the C external example of how to run the Rosenbrock problem. Now I want to talk about the Java file that gets this whole process started. So we have a bunch of classes that are imported at the top of the Java file. And then notice that the main part of the Java file is called example4, public class example4, which matches the name of the file. So what we have is some classes that set things up for the problem. They define your problem for the MOEA, and then a few simple commands to run the MOEA. And so external problem is a class in MOEAFramework, and we're extending it. This is going to be the name of your problem. For us, it's Rosenbrock. And the most important thing here is when we have this constructor, we have line 23, super /Rosenbrock. So this is a command line command that you use to actually call that C++ program that you created in the last example. To set up the ranges for your decision variables, you create this solution member. And so you can see set variable, you have the lower and the upper bounds. So here we have two variables that are each between -10 and 10. We have the name of the problem, which is just return Rosenbrock. The number of variables is returned, the number of objectives, and the number of constraints. And you'll see this matches what we did in the C++ side too. You just have to do it again to give the algorithm this information. So after you have these classes, then we have this main method, and the whole thing is really just done right here in lines 65 to 69. The result of this call is going to be a non-dominated population. You have the problem class. There's built-in problems you can run, and then you also have this problem that we're running in this example. Different algorithms that you can try. So this algorithm is GDE3 we're going to be running. And then the max evaluation. So we're going to be doing 100,000 evaluations, and then the .run actually runs the algorithm. So the algorithm runs at this step, and then we can just use some output functions to display the results. We're going to have each variable, so variables 0 and variable 1, and then the objective. This is a single objective problem, so you just have one. And notice it's nice with these built-in classes. So in order to cycle through all the members in the non-dominated population, all the solutions, you just go for all the solutions in the resulting population and then run these commands. Okay, and so to compile the JavaScript, it's Java C, and then we need to specify the class path. And so what I'll do is I'll give it the MOEAFramework jar file. And then also the dot, because we want to do things in the current directory. And then example4.java. This is going to compile the Java file, and it's going to give you an example4.class file. And then to run it, we basically do the same thing, but the command is a little bit different. Notice that I'm requesting an amount of memory here to make sure that we have enough. The class path is the same. And then it's just example4 without the .java at the end. So when we run that, the algorithm will be running 100,000 function evaluations, and we'll just wait for that to finish, and then you can see that the output is as follows. And so while the other examples are going to be more complicated, you can see that the basic idea is going to be the same. You have to set up your problem, and then you pass some commands to MOEAFramework, you compile the Java file, and then you run the Java file.